body, every organization. This is the most tragic incident, Kunan Poshpura. Do you hear me?
Hear you, please. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. This is the most tragic incident, this Kunan Poshpura. Much has been said by Dr. Shugufta as well as the Madam Shamim Shawl. And I don't want to repeat it again. What happened, they have described in detail. Let me touch it's what is the international law on this. Dr. Saira, United Nations Security Council Resolution 1820, which was declared on 2008, said that rape and other forms of sexual violence constitute war crimes, crimes against humanity, and further said it is an act in line with genocide. When it was not a single woman, but it was a massive rape from small girls up to 80 years old woman. You see, in Indian occupied Kashmir, we have seen a lot of international violations with, for example, if I will tell you the denial of right to self-determination by the government of India is itself a human right violations. Self-determination has been declared by the international community, especially by the United Nations, as a human right. Like right to life, everybody has been given this right to life, and is protected under the law. But even the right to life has been snatched from the people of the Indian occupied Kashmir. Section 4 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, the Indian forces have every power to shoot, to kill anyone at discretion. And Section 7 of the same act provides impunity. No suit can lie against any Indian soldier in any court of law. This situation has drastically increased the human rights violations. If I will refer the Rome Statute of International Criminal Court, Section 7, it says crime against humanity means attack on the community, the rape, the torture. This Kunan Poshpura incident, it is not only the mass rape, but it is a large-scale torture to the community. It amounts to the crime against humanity. And the ICC, they must take cognizance of this act and try the perpetrators. Even the UN Security Council can ask the International Criminal Court to investigate. But it is a fact that the world is witnessing double standard of the influential countries. We must raise voice individually as well as collectively against the violations anywhere in the world, especially in Indian occupied Kashmir. The whole population is suffering badly against the hands of the Indian occupation forces there, which is about 1 million army that is stationed in our homeland, which is the largest army concentration anywhere in the world. It is again a violation to station a huge military built up in a small area where everyone is under arrest. You see, our leaders, Mirwais Umar Farooq, continuously for 2019 is under house arrest. Other leaders, Shabir Ahmad Shah, Musarrat Alam Bhatt, even our lady leader, Asya Andrabi, and others, they are in different jails of India, curtailing their liberty. You see, the government of law has amended the law in Kashmir. Primarily, all the detainees, they were under law, they were required to lodge them within the jurisdiction of the Jammu and Kashmir. Now the law has been changed. The government of India can lodge any detainee in any jail in India, thousands of kilometers away. This is just to deprive them from the legal aid, from the basic rights which a detainee has. But you see now the disappearances. It is an act of genocide, but it is happening at a large scale in our homeland. You see, we have 23 large massacres have taken place in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Death and destruction is a common incidents in Indian occupied Kashmir. At this time, I would like to appeal the entire world to investigate, to send their missions, to send their fact-finding missions to Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, investigate and put to task the government of India for committing these crimes. I again would like to appreciate, congratulate Dr. Saira for organizing this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Nakshbandi Saab, for enlightening us regarding the international and humanitarian law and what does the law say about the particularly of Kashmir. However, we have seen that the world has always been silent regarding the issue of Kashmir specifically. And the world has the United Nations, the UNHRC, most of these bodies have always looked into the interests by a huge economy of India, by the huge economy of India, ignoring the the Kashmiris. Here, I would also like to say that women of Kashmir, uh, Ma'am Shawl has not been able to join us. So I would just like here to add, if she joins in the meantime, I would like to, that women have always been in the center of the resistance in Jammu and Kashmir. And we have seen that since 1947, the women of Kashmir have been at the forefront of the war against India for the independence. They have stood shoulder by shoulder with their men. They have faced every kind of violence. We have seen the phenomena of the half widows. We have seen numerous kinds of atrocities aiming towards the women. We have seen the incidences of the braid shopping. We have seen incidences where the women of Kashmir were called as they were being sold online by some of the Hindu extremists. We have seen the statements by the state governors after the August 5th that now the Kashmir is open and you will be able to marry the fair women of Kashmir. So women of Kashmir have always been psychologically tortured. They have been physically tortured. They have been sexually assaulted. But they can never have been able to shatter their confidence, to shatter their belief, in the struggle movement. They have laid lives. They have been living alone without their husbands, their brothers. Uh, these are the deep scars on the souls of Kashmiri women, but they are living and they are showing resistance. And this resistance, Women Resistance Day, is one way of appreciating and one way of saying to all the women of Kashmir that we are with you and we are standing with you, whatever it takes. And we will be with you and we will demand justice, either it's 30 years late. Because what we see now is that India, a big democracy, a big economy, is dominating, and the Kashmiris are being suppressed day by day. We have seen some other issues. We can talk about them later: the colonization, the demographic changes, the election laws, and all that. But specifically today, when we talk about the Kashmiri women, I would, on the behalf of all the panelists and all the participants of the webinar, I would like to reassure all the Kashmiri women across the border that we are with you and we will stay with you. With this note, I would like to thank Dr. Shagufta Ashraf for her precious time, Faiz Naqshbandi Saab for giving such a deep insight on the international humanitarian law, all the participants, the students of Mirpur University of Science and Technology who have gathered, who have keenly listened to this, and I hope that they are the beacon of hope. They will carry forward this mission of ours, and they will become the ray of hope. And one day, inshallah, we will reach our destination, the destination of the self-determination. With this note, I would like to thank you all, and I would really appreciate that you have taken time out for this. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Saira. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.